What's up everyone and welcome to my guitar. The video series where I take my guitar and I do some maintenance, do some string skipping. No, but I change the strings. I don't do string skipping. That doesn't make any sense. Change the strings, do a little maintenance, clean up maybe, and then I talk about the guitar. And at the end, I will play the guitar. Today's guitar is very special because it's one of my good friends, Keith Merrow's own Schecter signature guitar. Now, Keith Merrow, he became a signature Schecter artist back in, I would remember 2012, 2013. It was around the same time as I started working with Washburn guitars. You know, the good thing about Keith is that we were at the same point at that time. We went from strictly 7 guitars and we were looking for new endeavors, I would say, and we talked a lot during the time. He finally signed to Schecter, which was the best decision he could have made, in my opinion. They sold a lot of guitars together. This is the Mark III version of his signature guitar, and I think this particular one is made in 2019. And dude, just take a look at this thing. It's just freaking gorgeous. If there's one thing that Keith knows, it's making a look for a beautiful guitar. And good for Schecter that they listened, because they've designed something insanely beautiful right here. This is the TBB, I think it's called. It has like a poplar burl top. As you can see, it's a little like curved like this or shaved off. So the body is pretty thin, I would say. At the center, obviously, it's like a normal guitar, but at the edges, it faces off, which is an incredibly nice touch. This is a 6-string guitar, but Keith obviously most well known for 7-string, in my opinion. He has his own signature Fishman Fluence pickups right there, and it's been a time since I made the demo of this guitar when I first received it, so I figured it's time to, you know, dust it off, put on new strings, and play it some. I'm gonna start by removing the strings, and I'm not gonna be able to use one of these. I think, you know, these winders, because these tuners are a little bit different than the rest of us. No, but really cool looking tuners, and yeah, dude, that works great actually. Not very traditional, but these are locking tuners obviously, so this is gonna be a very, very fast string change, I feel like. The first time I met Keith was at NAMM in 2011? Was it 2011 or 2012? My memory fades, I'm sorry. You know, I've seen the guy on YouTube and he's seen me, and we finally got to meet. We stayed in the same room together with Strictly 7. And it was a beautiful romantic time, I must say. No, but we were plenty of people in one room. And we hit it off immediately in terms of, you know, just musical tastes and how we think about life and things and family. Unfortunately, I haven't met him in a while. I do miss Keith. He's one of the OGs, you know, and you know, we understand each other. That's the thing that comes with being a YouTuber. You know, we have the same struggles here and there. I'm not sure if this is an... That was the nut right there. The nut was a little loose, but that's not a problem. I can easily fix that. I actually have a nut loose here and there. Oh, no, but I have, you know, my Ibanez Universe guitar that I have, my Steve I Universe guitar, has a loose nut where the nut, because it's a Floyd Rose, goes through the guitar, but I have problems finding replacement parts. But since, you know, the tension that you put on the strings, put down towards the neck, makes, you know, the strings are enough to push enough pressure to keep the nut in place. In this case, I'm gonna glue the nut back, and it's gonna all be fine and dandy, okay? And since this body has a satin finish, I'm not gonna use any polish. I'm just gonna wipe it off with a cloth like this. Sometimes you can, if you find some fingerprints and stuff like that, you can always do the good old... Just don't use guitar polish, because that will polish up and make, you know, try and make the finish gloss, which is not what you want. Then you're gonna get a spotty looking guitar. I have to check what the materials that are being used for the fretboard for this. Okay, it's called Trans Black Burst. We got a hip shot bridge right there. Burl top, as I said. Body is swamp ash, as you can see right here on the natural. So the neck material, this is interesting and something, you know, I'm a little bit jealous about. I mean, take a look at the back right there. Bengay maple, purple heart here in the middle, and carbon fiber reinforcement rod. So, I mean, take a look at that. Isn't that insanely beautiful right there? I also like that it has some sort of texture to it. So you have these grooves on here, which gives it a little bit of a it's a nice feel, must say. Truth be told, I don't think I have to clean this because, or not as much at least, because it looks like it's not been used by old Englund the Swede. I mean, I did make the demo, then it's been sitting in its box, just like every other guitar that I get to demo and that I keep, is that, you know, I just keep them and I rarely play them, unfortunately. I'm gonna condition it a little bit with some oil, just to spice it up, give it some juice. Some of that man juice. Also, I think it was in 2012, not the first year I was at NAMM, but 2012, me and Keith, we hung together a lot because we both used Seymour Duncan pickups back then. And Seymour Duncan would invite us and we did a performance together at the Seymour Duncan booth. We performed one of Keith's songs and I think one of my songs. So we did the Unknown title song and then, what's the name? Is it Spice Dealer? I'm terrible with song names, sorry. Not Spice Dealer, it's the Pillars of Creation. Yes, there it is. I knew I would sing the riff that I would know the song name, you know, immediately. All right, look at that. That's a conditioned fretboard right there. And I figured since we're doing Keith Merrow, you know, we got to tune this sucker down. So I'm using this Ernie Ball Beefy Slinky. That's 11 to 54 set right there. Beefy Slinky. Oh, how are you doing over there? Are you guys good? So when Schecter reached out, they asked if I wanted a 6 or a 7 string. And you know, I'm more of a 6 string guy, so I asked for a 6 string. It's just way more comfortable for me to play 6 strings. And you know the old saying, why play 7 string when you can't even play the 6 string, you fucking asshole? That's what people tell me at least. Oh, this is a plain 22 string. Oh, that's gonna be thick and stiff. And dangerous for your eyes if it will poke your eye. I'm not necessarily fans of anything above 20 being just plain steel. But sometimes you just gotta go, man. Sometimes you gotta go. And I figure maybe I should tune this to maybe drop B maybe will be cool. Drop B. All right, there we go. Look at that, all strings are through. I gotta give it to Schecter and Keith. They really did well with this headstock. 3-on-3, looks sick as hell, and really suits the guitar shape too. Can you see the dog? Hey hunden, vad gör du? It's just having the best time. Being a dog. Should we do C with a drop B flat? Maybe, let's try it. Okay. Hell yeah, let's go in and play this thing. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so now I'm in my room. I've tuned the guitar. I decided to go to drop B, and it suits the string thickness and this guitar pretty well, I must say. Remember, it's an 11 to 54 right there, and this is how it sounds, man. And then there's some serious edge in these Fishman Fluence pickups right there. As of right now, I think I'm on voicing number 2. If I flick this switch, I go to voicing number 3, which is, I think it has more mids. Yeah, this is voicing number 1 down here with more mids. And then I'm more of a fan of voicing number 2, and that goes for the regular Fishman Fluence pickups as well. It's just more tamed and suits my style way better. And then we have voicing number 3, which I guess is switching it to being the single coil type. Very cool. Then we have the next pickup. Hell yeah. Very nice. I really like the different tonal options you have with this. Because you have this very voiced pickup if you play rhythm, for instance. That's like the, you know, the main voicing on the pickup is insanely modern. But you can still tame it, and that's what I like about it. So I like to keep it in the bridge pickup, voicing number 2. Hell yeah. And that tone right there, it has that Keith Merrow throatiness to it that he has, that's just very distinctive for Keith's tone. It's just that, you know, zeros, man. So there you go. That's the Keith Merrow Mark III from Schecter right there. What an absolute beast of a guitar right there. What I really like about it is just how sleek of a guitar it feels like. The whole body feels incredibly thin, very much like, you know, the Ibanez S guitars that I'm definitely a fan of. And it's a piece of art almost, this guitar. That's how I feel about it. Would love to try out the newer Keith Merrow guitars if I can get a hold of one. This has been my guitar. You're watching Ola Englund. Like and subscribe, and maybe I'll see you next frickin' time. There goes the guitar pick. Hello.